Hi, Lions. Thanks for joining me for the second part of our lesson. We're going to go ahead and get started with some sight words. Remember, sight words are words we need to know by heart. So your teacher might call them heart words as well. And the reason why we need to remember these words by sight or by have them memorized by heart is because they're used in stories all the time, and they're going to be words you're going to use a lot in your own writing, so we don't want to have to take the time to sound them out. And also, some of these words just don't follow our rules, our phonics rules that we usually use when we're reading or spelling. Okay, let's go and get started with our new words. The first one is work. I am so proud of you for all of your hard work. Let's read it together. Work, spell W-O-R-K, work. The next word is word. Now I want you to look very closely. Work and word, they're the same except for the ending. That's why when we're reading, boys and girls, it's really important you look at all of the letters, not just the first couple of letters or even the first three letters, because look at this. The first three letters in work and word are the exact same. So work, make sure you see that K at the end, and this one is word. This is a new sight word. Read it. Word. Spell W-O-R-D. Word. Good job. The next word is water. Let's spell it W-A-T-E-R. Water. Read. This next word is again. I should tell you your new word first. We will read this word again and again until it becomes automatic. So read again, spell A-G-A-I-N, again. Good job. All right, we're going to review some of our other sight words we've learned before. Okay, remember this word, you can read it two ways. So depending on the sentence it's in, that's going to help you to know how to read it. So the first way would be live. Where do you live? L-I-V-E, live. The second way you could read it is live. Sometimes we might do a lesson live together. Spell L-I-V-E, live. So the only way to know if it's live or live is to read the sentence and see what would make sense in that sentence. Old, O-L-D, old. I turned 1 year older last month. Okay, the next word, out, O-U-T, out. Talk, spell with me, T-A-L-K, read it, talk. Remember, as we practice the sight words, read with me, spell with me, read with me. That's going to help you to remember it, because that way you're seeing it, you're hearing it, and you're saying it all at the same time. Ready? All. Spell A-L-L, all. Good. So I should be able to hear you. Read, spell, read. Very. V-E-R-Y, very. Said. S-A-I-D, said. Carry. C-A-R-R-Y, carry. Good job. Walk. W-A-L-K, walk. Read it. Want. W-A-N-T, want. Could. C-O-U-L-D, could. Would. This is another one of those words. Look at this. All of the letters are the same except for the very first letter. So it's important you look at the whole word. Would. Spell W-O-U-L-D, would. Good job. Saw. S-A-W, saw. There. T-H-E-R-E, there. This there is talking about a location. Please put it over there. The way I always remember that this is about location, look, the word here is inside the word there. So if you say put it over here, then you know we're talking about location, because this is also there. There, this one's location. This there is talking about ownership. And so I could say, is that their book? So talking about something, owning something or belonging to them. So let's read this. There. Spell T-H-E-I-R, there. New, N-E-W, new, talking about something, the opposite of old. Few, F-E-W, few. Most, M-O-S-T, most. Read it. Every, E-V-E-R-Y, every. And the last one, over, O-V-E-R, over. Good job. Okay, now we're going to do spelling. So if you do not have paper and pencil, you can go ahead and pause the video. And if you do have your materials, we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first word is feet. Feet. So feet uses a vowel pair. Eat, feet. So I hear long E. We know E-E or E-A can make the long E sound. So when you're not sure, you can try both, and then you can see which one looks right. So I'm trying eat. I'm trying feet with the EE and the EA to see which one looks right. My feet were bothering me. And you know what? The EE looks right. So I'm going to use that spelling. So let me sound this out and spell it. E, long E, and it's a vowel pair, and we know it's the EE vowel pair. Feet. But now that we know EE and EA can both make the long E sound, as well as silent E syllables, sometimes you have to try all the different ways and just see which one looks right. Okay, our next word is bake. I love to bake. Let's sound it. B-ache, bake. And I know bake, it has a long A sound, and it uses the silent E syllable, bake. So go ahead and spell bake. B-A, long A, B-ache. And I know the silent E is how we make the long A sound, bake. I wonder if you have baked anything while you've been home. I bet Mrs. Custer has. She is really good at baking. Okay, the next word is eat. 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 I can't wait to eat dinner. I'm hungry. Eat has a long E sound, and it uses a vowel pair to spell eat. So try spelling eat, and if you aren't sure if it's EE or EA, try them both and see what looks right to you. Eat. And if at any time you need to pause this so you need some extra time for spelling, go ahead and do that, okay? Eat, eat, eat. So, eat uses the EA spelling, the EA vowel pair team, to make the long E sound. Eat. Okay? Slam. Please do not slam the door. Slam. Let's sound it. Slam. Slam. Okay, go ahead and stretch out those sounds and spell slam. Am. I know how to spell the word am, and I am hearing am. So because I know how to spell am, it helped me to spell slam. And this is a closed syllable type, short A, because that M, the consonant, is closing the door, blocking the sound. Okay. The next two words we're going to spell are sight words. The first sight word I want you to spell is every. Every, every. I always remembered that every has the word very inside of it. And that always helped me remember how to spell this word. As you spell it, say the letters out loud. That way you see it, hear it, and you feel it as you write it. Every. E-V-E-R-Y. Every. And in this word, the Y goes down below the baseline. All the letters, so just go to the midline. Okay, the last word we're going to spell is over. Our lesson is almost over. O-V-E-R, over. Go ahead and spell that. O-V-E-R, over. And all of these letters just go to the midline, and none of them go down below the baseline. Okay, last thing we're going to do is read our story. And this is the story of Cat, the bike ride. And the other day we read this. So this story we're going to be rereading. And remember, this is a good time. Our stories are controlled stories. So they only have the sounds and the sight words that we've learned so far. It's also a good idea to pause your screen and try to read this first on your own so you can go at your own pace. Rick and Jane wanted to go on a bike ride after school. Mom and Dad were going to walk with them. Rick wanted to take a snack. He put a peach and 10 green beans in a sack. Green beans? Yes, some children like to eat green beans for a snack. Jane was still full from lunch. She did not feel like eating. Rick had a lot of things in the basket on his bike. There was a snack, 3 balls, and 9 trucks. The basket was very full. When they got to a steep hill, Rick had to get off and push his bike. Why did I bring all this stuff? Rick asked. Mom helped pull his bike. Rick stopped to rest. Dad put a rock in back of the wheel to keep the bike from going back. Rick ate his peach and 3 green beans. We're getting a lot of practice with our vowel pair words, aren't we? Okay, last page. Just then, Jane saw a basket by the side of the street. She walked over and looked inside. There were 2 kittens sleeping on a pile of rags. There was a note next to the kittens. The note said, "Free to a good home." Jane asked, "What does the note mean?" Dad said, "It means you can take the kittens home, but you must take good care of them." Oh boy, let's see what happens next in our lesson tomorrow. All right, Lions, thanks for joining me. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Keep up the great work.